Okay, here's an example for the Right to Learn task in Module 4. Notice I'm in Module 4, where you need to come up with your own examples of properties. I'm going to start with number 3, where you have to come up with a real-world example of the transitive property. And I like to think of this as a linking property. So it doesn't have to be an equality relationship. It can be any relationship you want as long as you can link things and then that transitive relationship remains true. So I'm going to use, for my relationship instead of equality, I'm going to use sisters. So let's suppose that we have three girls in the same room and their names are Allie, Jess, and Sarah. If Allie and Jess are sisters and Jess and Sarah are sisters, now I should clarify, this is a traditional family because I know it doesn't always work out this way, but what conclusion could you make in a traditional family setup? And if you said something about Allie and Sarah are sisters, you're absolutely correct because they're both sisters with Jess, therefore they have to be sisters with each other. Okay? If we simplified that, that would also work for a real-world example of the symmetric property. Okay, but I'm going to have to reword it a little bit. If Allie is sisters with Jess, then Jess would be sisters with Allie. Notice that I just switched those two. If x equals y, then y equals x. I just switched the two parts, and that relationship of being sisters still remains true. So then you might be asking yourself, well, what would a non-example look like? So a non-example of the symmetric property, I'm going to start with the symmetric property this time, would be, if we switch it around, it's no longer true. So for example, if, let's go away from sisters. Let's go with two runners in a race. If runner A is faster than runner B, then switch it around and see if it works. The relationship of is faster than. If runner A is faster than runner B, then runner B is faster than runner A. Does that work out? And hopefully you're saying, no, that can't work out. A was faster than B, so B isn't faster, B is slower than A. So that relationship of is faster than is not a symmetric relationship. You cannot switch it and have it still be true. Okay? I'm going to leave it at that. I think you can come up with a non-example of the transitive property. It has to be if two things are true, then we cannot make the conclusion that the first is related to the third in the same way that we can with sisters being sisters. Okay? So if you need to go back to that task, please do so and fix.